What's good YouTube, MusicalX here. Coming at you today with another reiteration on the rank 3 Fire Fist deck that I showed a couple of days ago. I feel like I didn't go into enough of the plays that the deck can do when I really just showed the cards that you can run. So today I want to just give you a brief demo of a lot of the combos that the deck can do. What Chicken does for the deck. I have proxies that I made up just here, and yeah, how it still focuses, how it still runs without. Alright, so let's get to it. The deck mainly focuses around rushing the field, like not committing too much to board, but still having like presence and pressure, and so that even if they get over it with like Dark Hole or Torrential or whatever, you still have plays in your hand that you can do. This deck does not have bears in it right now, and so that's why I wanted to show you guys that it is still very playable and very strong without, and like 8 times out of 10 you get a strong opening hand. That's a fantastic hand, and I was just shuffling. I didn't go enough into the combos last time, so I'll quickly show you what you can do with this. Draw for turn. Alright, you always want to start out with your Leopard. Leopard is the card that sets up everything in the deck. You don't even need to go for Tenki or whatever because you've already got all the searching you have in hand. So you just go for your Tensu, so you can summon your Spirit to get back your Leopard, and then Synchro. You'll go into Horse Prince, his effect. With Chicken, you'll go into Chicken, but if he is not viable, generally you want to drop your Raven, and he just protects your back row, but he's not the best. Chicken's effect, then you get to add a Fire Fist spell, a Fire Fist monster from your deck to your hand. I always add Spirit just because he's the one that sets up the most plays. Alright, now using 2 cards in your hand, you now have 3 cards on board and 6 in hand. 5 in hand. Then you can just set the warning or whatever and then pass turn. And they can Dark Hole Heavy Storm you, and then you'll just summon your Spirit again. You'll get out your Chicken, you'll search for another whatever, and then just keep going off. The unfortunate thing about this deck is it's not as versatile as a lot of the meta decks right now, like Elemental Dragons or anything. There is a limited number of plays with the deck, and pretty much all of them do revolve around using Spirit. The main problem the deck has is it can't get cards back from the graveyard once your spirits are dead. Like, when you have your Lion Emperors, then it's no problem, but as soon as you use all 3 spirits, you're kind of just like, well, shit, what do I do now? That's when your blasters come in handy because they just keep adding cards back, but only running 13 monsters, it runs out quickly. So the grind game isn't that good. That's why you do have the Avarice sided. Alright, the next main play of the deck, let me just quickly shuffle. So this combo isn't as consistent, but it's still really strong, and it should win you, like, it should give you enough advantage that you can win the game from there. It works better if you're going second. If not, like, if you have these 3 in hand and you're going first, and like, I don't know what the rest of your cards is, I would just summon Chicken and pass. But if you're going second, the way you want to play this hand is you'll drop Chicken and Blaster to summon your Spirit. You'll get out Chicken off the Spirit, Chicken's effect, then you add, where is it, a Leopard. Overlay the 2 into your Fire Emperor, Lion Emperor, and his effect adds one fire monster from your graveyard to your hand. So since you've got Blaster and Grave, you can just attach your spirit and then retarget your spirit to add it back to your hand. And that's it for this turn. They can do whatever. As long as they don't need to OTK you, you have a strong play next turn. Draw for turn, whatever, reborn. That's actually fantastic. Assuming this died, you would summon Leopard, and then you just go from the play you did last time. But it should be stronger because you've backed up with Lion Emperor, and you have Blaster. So you could essentially banish these two for Blaster, special summon him, Leopard, Tribute, get out your Tensu, Spirit, Leopard, Synchro, special, search for Spirit, trade Tensu. Actually, yeah, Tensu has been used, but you'll use Chicken's effect to trade Tensu, and usually I go for Gyoko right there, just so you can lock up their back row. And now you have another strong field, and you still have a play left in hand for next turn. And you drew the SJ. And this right now is 75 on board. So, you know, from there on, it isn't too hard to actually push for the rest of it. The deck works really well and is consistent as anything. You rarely get a bad unplayable hand. And the only time you ever do is you just get defensive traps. And even then, that's usually long enough to stall you out for it. Yeah, just right now, Rekindling, that's so good. That could have been better, but, like, it's still strong. You're going first, you've got to play. You're going second, hopefully they don't have MST, but it's still good. I'm going to be posting duel videos of myself on DevPro, and if you guys want to know anything more about the deck, let me know, and I'll make some videos on that, because I've been playing the deck for a while, and I'm really starting to, well, I've gotten the hang of it, and I really think this deck, when Chicken becomes legal in TCG, fuck 'em, will just really be seeing a lot of play, even against the Elemental Dragons and Prophecy. Alright, so with that, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, this is Muzquirk signing out.